Hello guys, Zitriel here, finally back with a PvP video. So here, I have a pretty piss poor account here, my own account, that I'm finally playing again. And in my account I don't have Florentia, which is a pretty popular healer right now, so I have Liana and Iris here instead. Not having Florentia means Hilda doesn't have her attack bonds. So you gotta make work with what you have. Like Reen, Luna. Luna is surprisingly good here against all the superior magic damage dealers that everyone's first picking, like T-Jess and Lucretia. So Luna is still somewhat relevant now, actually. And then we have like Omega. I only see those around. I don't have Kruger either, so we have Bozo instead. And you just have to make do with what you have, unfortunately. So I had a pretty fun match here, so I'll show it off. As always, versus a Kaya boxes, always first ban the Kaya. When facing a Kaya, they have a lot of mobility against you. And if your opponent can jump on you over and over again with their superior mobility, you're going to be at a pretty big disadvantage. I end up just picking the standard tank into healer because, you know, 2 tanks, healer ban. And then I face like this extremely aggressive rush. Sherry, Luna, the whip. So let's see how this turns out. Now second assassin and Kyra. Thankfully, Kyra's damage is not that amazing versus Lotus Aura. Sherry can always bring angels. I take Reen here just because Reen can transform. Take 30% reduced damage. And in the end, they get a second healer in Florentia, and I have a Lidogenesis with Argos. So Sherry here, I was sort of expecting her to go angels, but she went the Earth Elf Knight. Regardless, SP Sherry is always going to receive Luna's aura, since she's not flying anymore. And immediately, they're just gonna go in with a rush. It's already, like, pretty close to reaching me from starting position. Whip, make her reach my units here. So, Sherry, with 15% damage dealt up, would have been made 20% if the Luna had King's Crown. Whipped, faction buffed, extremely strong. Range attack with a Shadow Raid. So I figured there's no time to get out of range here anyways. Might as well just give them what they want. So the Sherry just goes down for free. The only thing I could have done is move Sherry out of the way, but then Sherry can always just attack here. Range attack the Reen, a lot of damage, run around, and attack the unguarded Sherry placed over here. So I thought that was no point. Cast Miracle, really didn't do anything anyways. And my opponent just gets a free kill here. So it's not looking good for me. Thankfully, with Luna and Whip, they don't really do anything after this turn, after this rush. What I want to do now is try to hit my entire opponent team with a big arena AoE here. That's probably my best play left over, if I want to have any chance of winning this game anyways. So I aggressively teleport Threen over onto the forest tile under Hilda's guard and aura. With Transform, even without any sort of magic's resist buff, I just assume that Reen can survive this Kyra here. Takes a hit, and surprisingly the infantry are quite tanky. Taking barely any damage. Well, he did also have Miracle, so all of these damage reduction effects really helped. 15 here, 15 from the warriors, and 30 from Transform. Also cannot crit. So I had two options here, either heal up the Reen or go in with the AoE. I go for the heal first. So I figured that if I go in with the AoE, he can probably just kill the Reen in response. But now I give my opponent a chance to actually block the Reen off with this attack. Luna doing surprisingly large amounts of damage. And my Hilda here, missing attack bonds, did not have time to faction buff, fails to kill this low health Luna. This Luna only had like this much 25% health left, no soldiers at all, 677 defense. Thought I can just ram it down with the Hilda, open a wave with the Reen, and she just tanks it like a boss. So since he'll just barely surviving this Kyra attack. Attack with Reen, just staying out of range of my opponent's Sherry here. There's no way to give her extra mobility or act again. Actually, Florentia could have acted again if she can hit 2 or more units with the 3C, so I position exactly here just so that this Florentia have nowhere to hit 2 or more units. This is the 3C. Of course, my other options were to kill the Luna with Great Arc Slash, or like attack here on the forests. But because of avoiding the act again, stand here, it's out of the range. Gives my opponent a chance to heal up. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. Alternative is to get Sherry acted again and then assassinating the rest of my team. Better to let them have this Luna live here for one turn. So now Sherry is again ready with Shadow Raid. So we really have to go in now before Sherry have a chance to go in. She can bounce off the Hilda and then just take out the Reen if I don't do anything here. So we just go for the RNG Reen play. 4-man 3C. Get heal reversal on 3 of them. It's pretty good. Like, trying to remove this, it's actually a big pain. You have to heal, do some damage. If you don't get rid of this, you might just die to the burns. Sherry's left over. Also lost her passives, so she lost 2 mobility from Gallop, and can no longer reach until she gets healed up. My opponent just escapes with the Kyra here, but thanks to my Light of Genesis, having Gift of Eternal Life, being holy, staying all the way back there, it's now turn 3. And finally teleport forward. Gets the breeze, although it's unnecessary. Takes all the Sherry. At this point, there's like really not much my opponent can do here anymore. I try to attack, but 3 units are heal blocked or heal reversaled. Kyra lost her 5th teammate. Nothing else really available. Also heal blocked from random green RNG. And they concede. So this was fun. Kind of RNG. Playing out that comeback here. And it was all made possible because of, well, green is a god. RNG is a god. Alright, until next time.